Hello and welcome to another CS2 investing video. In today's video, as always, I've prepared investments you should be definitely checking out. Cobblestone collection, because in the future there's been rumors that the Cobblestone collection will return, but it's not going to be the same. So the map is also going to return, but there's probably going to be the winter version of it. So it's a huge difference actually. And the first investment on our list is actually the Nova Green Apple. It's a light blue skin from the Cobblestone collection. Yes, you heard that right. This one is in the factory new version. It's currently worth around like $10 to $15 on the Steam community market, which is very cheap in my opinion. As you probably know, I use skinbase.io to research for the best possible prices. Just over the last few months, the skins have been declining slightly in price. As you can see, the skin definitely had a spike before. It always depends what website you are using, because on some websites the price might be way cheaper than on other sites because the supply is really limited and there's actually not a lot of Nova Green Apples out there. So here I am up on Clash GG. It looks very nice. We have so many different stuff we can do here. We can join different type of live battles. Upgrader is also very cool. Let's go ahead and try to hit the 50% special lift glass. Marble Fate, I hope we get the luck. Yes, just like that. And just because we can, we'll hit it back to back. Watch it. Back to back. We're also selling it. Just use the promo code RubyJetski. The link will be down in the description. Also, it's important to know that sometimes looking on the Steam community market can be worth it, because sometimes people can sell these skins for 3 cents, which is super insane in my opinion. This has to be a mistake, that's at least my opinion. Maybe someone sold these skins because he was mad at someone and he was like, yeah, I'm gonna sell his skin for 3 cents now. Alright, the next skin on our list is the USPS Royal Blue from the Cobblestone collection as well. In my opinion, this skin does look better than the Nova, than the Green Apple Nova, okay? They're both light blue skins, but the price difference between these two is insane. They are both in the factory new condition. Unfortunately, these skins have still a lot of scratches on them, even if they're in the factory new condition. Some low floats even have scratches on them. So definitely don't worry about that. The price for this USP in the factory new condition is currently over $120 on the Steam community market, which is absolutely insane. The Nova costs only 1/10 of this price, and they are both light blue skins which can be used up in trade-ups in the future or just held long-term in your inventories, because down the line the Cobblestone collection will be super limited. I mean, in the future, once these skins completely go distinct, we won't see them even on Steam community markets. But also, do you think that Valve is actually gonna bring out a new Cobblestone version, the winter edition one? Or do you think that Valve is never gonna bring out the Cobblestone again, not even the winter version? I would be very sad, but I still have my hopes up that Valve is actually cooking maybe an operation for us. Maybe I would be just fine with bringing Cobblestone back. I would be very happy. It doesn't have to be the same collection, because I don't think that actually Valve is gonna put some of these crazy skins into the same collection. There's gonna definitely be some new skins around. My prediction was that we'll have like a Dragon Law, but the winter edition version, this will be absolutely insane. I'm definitely hyped for the future of CS2. And obviously Cobblestone needs to return, because this is one of my favorite maps in the game, guys. Tell me in the comments what's your favorite map. But between these skins, I would be definitely going for the Nova. It's probably the cheapest out of all the skins from the Cobblestone collection, which is a light blue. Also, for example, the UMP45 Indigo is as well from the Cobblestone collection. It's a gray skin. And if we compare it to the Nova, which is a light blue, its costs actually the same. On the Steam community market, we'll be checking out on some third-party sites as well, but to be honest, definitely go for the Nova. I think price-wise, it's definitely the most value you will get. In the future, I think the prices will be definitely going even higher, since we just seen a drop in the market. This is normal. Obviously, this is not the most desirable skin out there, but in my honest opinion, I think it does look cool for a UMP. As you can see, this skin is even more expensive than the Nova on third-party websites. Still not the most expensive skin, but for a gray it is kind of pricey. I think this is a very nice investment. Obviously, I know that it is expensive, but honestly, I think that the Chalice is a very nice, useful skin to have in your portfolio if you are really interested in investing into CS2 long-term, because this is one of those collections that will be always desirable. This skin will always be a direct trade up to the M4 Eboness Knight, and you obviously know what the M4 Eboness Knight is tradable to. This is a pink skin, the only in the Cobblestone collection. There's 2 purples and 1 pink and 1 red, and obviously this skin is a direct trade up to the Dragon Law. I know this is absolutely insane and expensive. Obviously, people might say that there's better M4 Eboness out there, but in my honest opinion, for such an old collection, this skin does look cool. It has that golden accent, which I absolutely love about almost every CS2 skin. If it has something goldish to it, I absolutely love it. Also, we're doing a Charm Lil Serpent giveaway. All you have to do is subscribe to my channel, leave a thumbs up on this video, make sure you comment something down below, and put your Steam trade link in your YouTube description so I can see it and send you the charm right away if you win. I wish all of you the best of luck. If some of you were confused how my giveaways actually work, listen up closely, I will be explaining it to you. Every single giveaway will be lasting 1 week up on my channel. It's a random winner from the comment section. Also, the videos that are uploaded during the week, I choose a random video out of these ones and then I choose the winners. Let's get right to some budget investments on our lists. A skin that is currently dropping in price, the M4 Ebonus Liquidation from the Genesis collection. And yes, I have the original owner certificate and this is in the factory new condition 0.03. Alright, so my best bet is these skins will definitely rise in the future. We cannot lie, these are unique looking. They're completely different than we have ever seen something in CS2 before. I mean, it has a lot of vibrant colors to it. I absolutely love blue. Obviously, this is the new M4 A1S model. But honestly, if I would have not the M4 A1S Fate, I would be using this skin because it's absolutely beautiful, at least in my opinion. It does suit well with a lot of gloves and loadouts. And also in the future, once this collection gets discontinued or they do something to the Genesis terminals, which would be insane, I can't wait for the day it happens. I think some of these skins might be actually very expensive because currently actually not a lot of people are using or opening the Genesis terminals, because at the end of the day you have to pay for the Genesis terminal or you get it dropped, you're happy, you're trying to open it, and then you get a nice skin inside it. In the first moment you're maybe happy, but then you realize, wait, I need to pay Valve more money to get my skin out. Oh hell no, I'm not gonna do that. There will be way less skins out there for all the people to consume them. This would make the prices drastically rise, and at these times it would be a very nice opportunity for us to sell some of our investments off. As I said, always guys, check the cheapest possible prices, because as you can see on some third-party websites, this skin is currently going around for only $20 in the factory new condition, and that is super cheap if we are honest right now. For such a beautiful looking skin in the factory new condition, maybe you can even find a crazy low float, which is possible on third-party websites. It can be a huge W investment down the line. I know that notoriously the skin over the long time is completely down. We're almost at an all-time low, but this is not a bad sign, guys. At these times it is very strategic and smart to buy these investments, but always make your own research. You can't just listen to me and do what I say, because at the end of the day it is your responsibility. You should know what investments you're buying, what you're doing with your money. Alright, this might sound kinda crazy, but the M4A4 Asimov from the Winter Offensive collection, and this is the field tested version, is currently selling on Steam for over $400, like 380 euros. That's like what, $460, $470. It's absolutely insane. The collection is definitely desirable, and the M4A4 Asimov may be going under the radar right now for most of the people. A lot of people do really enjoy this skin. In my opinion, this is not the best M4. As you can see, this skin is also kind of float capped, so it does make a big difference. On third-party websites, you can snap this skin for only $300, and I know it sounds expensive that I'm saying only 300. But on Steam, it's way more expensive. You should never buy these skins on Steam, at least that's my opinion. Definitely go for the sort of the Kraken, which is way cheaper. It's not that float capped. You can also find it in the factory new version, unlike the M4A4. As you can see, this is a pretty low float field tested, which I bought on third-party websites for $50, which is not expensive at all compared to the M4 we just had. And this is also a red skin that can be used up for trade-ups for some crazy crimson webs, for example. Also, here's a hot take. I think that the M4 A1S Guardian is also currently undervalued, even though it's going for around like $100 in the factory new version. Generally speaking, the supply of these cases is super limited. There's not a lot of people that actually care about it, and maybe a lot of you guys even forgot that this collection with these skins inside exists. At the end of the day, maybe it is a little bit too pricey and it is not investing in it right now, but I honestly think that this skin looks kinda good. Also matches with my loadout very nice, which is kinda cool. And to be exact, we also have been covering the Tech 9 Whiteout, for example. And a lot of you in the comments have been saying that the factory new version is way too expensive. It's like 400 to 450 euros on the Steam community market, somewhere in that area. And you can actually have 1/3 of a chance if you use, for example, these Train 20 and 25 fillers. These blue skins are currently going in the factory new version for around like $4, which is actually not that expensive. And in the future, I can see this skin going up towards 12. It has been at $12 before in the past when the Armory was hyped. Currently, it dropped in price, and I think it's really nice time to pick these up. I understand that investing in CS2 capsules can be not a fun process, because it takes a lot of time and a lot of patience for you to keep these capsules, to not open them actually. and to sell them in the future for profits. A lot of people give up and sell these capsules at the end or open them yourself. And if you are interested in other CS2 investment videos, definitely go ahead and join our Discord. The link will be down in the description. And these are investments you should be definitely taking a look at right now.